Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another session with the older man. Gotta ask for you guys to excuse me because my throat is not in the best condition today, so I'm gonna sound a little raspy, okay? I've been fighting something off, and I've been coughing like hell for the last 2 days. But you know what? Let's get on with the show, man. The show must go on, you know? So today I want to talk about female expectation of men in today's modern society. And I want to compare two societies, American and Chinese, the two major superpowers, okay? Now, I've been listening to a lot of one of these Chinese channels here, so I get this translation. Listen, you got to look past the AI translator, but what else can we have, right? But the stories seem to be quite similar, my friends. Even though they're halfway around the world, female nature, my friends, are the same exact. And that's what we're going to be exploring today. We're going to listen to women and their demands from different parts of the world. Okay? Subscribe. Come on. You know, if you haven't done it yet, you should be doing it. If you've listened to more than 2 of my videos, you should be ashamed of yourself. Subscribe, my friends. Come on. Support the channel. I'm trying to reach 250,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So we got 6 weeks to do it in. Okay? Let's do it, man. And of course, if you want to book a session, make sure you do that over at askanolderman.com. But you can also join the membership system over on School, which is school/askanolderman.com. I'll put the label here, or you can click on the link in the description of this video. Okay, my friends, so listen, let's get straight into it. Let's listen to this Chinese woman. Let's hear what she says.
Guys, let me tell you what happened at my last blind date. I went to meet a new guy, and as usual, I brought my parents along. But, you know, I also invited a few colleagues and some friends, thought it would be safer, you know? So, we went out for dinner, and by the end, the bill came to $1,960. Everything was going fine until everyone had finished eating, and then the guy decided to speak up. He started out really polite, like, "So, uncle, auntie, everyone, you finished eating, right? Everything was good." And then he turned to me and asked, "So, what do you think? Are you interested in me or not?" Well, I was honest and told him that I didn't feel a spark, you know? And then he goes, "Oh, okay, well, if you're not interested in me, then this bill, it's yours to pay, all right?" I was shocked, right? I said, "What do you mean? I came here to meet you, you're supposed to pay." And he replied, "Well, if you'd liked me, I'd pay with pleasure, but since you didn't, I'm not covering the bill." So I said, "Look, I brought my parents, my friends, why didn't you say something earlier?" And he immediately responded, "Do you think I didn't notice? I've been holding back since the beginning. I accepted your parents, but did you really have to bring so many people along? You brought 2 girlfriends, a guy friend, and even a work colleague. What do you think I am, a meal buddy? Where's the respect?" And before I could say anything, he just got up, slammed the door, and left. Seriously, I just sat there in shock at what had just happened.
If that is the expectation of the women in the East, you know how bad it has gotten, my friends. This woman actually expected the man to pay for a whole bunch of people, $1,900. Well, I don't know if it's yuan or dollars, but the point is, it's a lot of money for any man to pay for that many people. For a woman to then look at him and say, "Well, I didn't feel the spark." Gentlemen, if you think that the women in the West are bad, check that shit out. Woo! Listen, I see a lot of these Chinese women over here in Dubai, and I can tell you, man, the attitude is just as bad. They don't play around, man. They don't play around, okay? Yeah. Wow.
Overweight single mom who lives with parents wants man who makes $5 million a year to marry her under a prenuptial agreement that he doesn't have access to the wealth in a trust that she doesn't know the rules of or how much is in it. Does that summarize it?
Yeah, but you know, I get it. I'm overweight.
That's not the key and point. What I'm looking at is the idea versus the reality of the thing.
I think what he's just trying to say, it's a bit not realistic. I mean, $5 million a year.
And I keep saying that these are my standards right right now. It can change when I meet the right man. God doesn't know what he's going to put for me.
Why would God send a man with $5 million to suffer?
What?
I'm sorry, wait, how would he
suffer?
How would he suffer?
If we are to assume for a moment that you think, okay, I'm a prize or I'm the prize or whatever, I wonder if women ever internalize this in their prayer of the thing I want. I want thing, I pray for thing. That you might, right? And if you did, why would God send a man to suffer for you?
These are the realities that women don't freaking look at. They honestly think that they are the freaking best thing since sliced bread, even though the man has to contribute his time, effort, and money. And she shows up with a moist part of her body. That's it. And it's overweight as well. And she wants a $5 million guy? It's insane listening to these, man. Oh, there's another place here where he encountered the same woman. I got to show you this other one. This is where she said something absurd.
Like $1 million is basically nothing right now.
What are you talking? $1 million
that's
is
a lot.
An astronomical amount of money
think
for
about
basically anybody.
I'm thinking about taxes. So basically, if you buy a house, it's like the minimum in Jersey for a house right now is $500,000. If you have a mortgage, basically like $36,000 to $50,000 a month.
Yeah, and that's financed over a 30-year fixed rate. So your mortgage per month is
interest.
around $4,900.
Yeah, and then also like grocery prices are very high now too.
For a frame of reference, this is $10,000 times 5. That's what you're what you're actually requesting.
Damn, bro, why you gotta do that?
$10,000, $1,000 bills times 5 per year. Like that is an astronomical number.
Like $1 million is basically nothing.
So similar things happen in the US. Check this one out. Man walks out of date after woman orders too much food. It's just that women taking shit for granted, man. It's just bloody ridiculous how bad women have become. I don't understand what they need from men or what they want. But this idea that a man must just throw their money at them just because they're female, that's the part that just blows my mind every single time. Wow.
A 33-year-old woman, born in '89, approached me for advice on finding a partner. As we talked, I realized why she ended up single. She's lived too comfortably, too easygoing. You see, she enjoys her life even when she's alone and has never thought this was a problem. She lives in a first-tier city in Shanghai. Her parents are civil servants, very open-minded, and have never pressured her to get married or find a partner. They mention it occasionally, but overall they respect her feelings. Her friends have also brought it up, but she didn't take it seriously. Before she knew it, it was 2022 and she was 33. She realized that if she didn't find someone soon, she would become an older mother, which she couldn't accept. Why do I say she was too comfortable? First of all, she comes from a well-off family with 2 houses, and she owns her own property. So why the sudden urge to find a partner? One night she ordered food delivery. After the delivery guy came back and knocked on her door. She felt really scared and lonely, unsure why he came back to knock. She didn't dare to open the door. There were also times when she got sick, living apart from her parents since she's 33 and has a good job earning around 200,000 to 300,000 yuan annually. It made her realize that while her peers were getting married and having children, she was drifting apart from her friends. At this point, she started to reflect and thought, maybe I should find a partner. But then she realized that over the past few years, no one was introducing her to anyone anymore. Back when she was 25 or 26, she had suitors. She's attractive, has a good figure and looks. But in the past few years, even though she went on blind dates, there was no spark. She remembered those who pursued her at 25 or 26. Now those people are married with kids. She panicked, realizing that while her former suitors had moved on, she was still single. So let me tell you, this isn't about parents pressuring her. She lived too comfortably. She used to go out with friends after work, travel a lot, and never thought about relationships. And here's the key point. She has never had a serious relationship. She even said herself, "I'm still a virgin." Some men may scoff at that, calling her an old virgin. But I think this girl is not that kind of person. Even now, at 33, with her looks, job and property, she's still the one doing the picking. But the problem is, she now wishes she hadn't rejected those boys back when she was 25 or 26. The quality of men in her age group has dropped. The ones left are either too picky, not interested in her, or divorced with children, and she doesn't want to be a stepmother. Now she's feeling stuck. She's actively going on blind dates, not turning down any introductions. But none of the dates are ideal. So, for those women who have great conditions but never plan to remain unmarried or childless, don't miss out on your prime years for finding a partner. This woman is not someone who fell for the idea of, "I don't need to marry or have kids." If she truly believed that, she could live comfortably without marriage for the rest of her life. But as she's grown older, she realized that as people around her age and her parents pass away, what she truly craves is companionship and possibly children.
Same old story. Same old story that we have in the West. Even though this woman have not been riding the old CC, the woman is right. I've seen women like this. I've seen 40-year-old virgins in my lifetime. Women who just focus all of their energies on their comfortable life and just did nothing else. That's it. And then when time has slipped by them so quickly, they wonder, what the hell? And now they're in panic mode. Yeah, listen, I know right here in Dubai, I know a 40-year-old virgin woman. And I can tell you, she's not happy. She's not happy at all. But no guy wants her because the problem is that she's too old for the men that she wants. It's the same freaking story everywhere in the world. Women don't understand that they're playing with a shot clock. You better freaking get that ball out of your hand before it's too late. That's the reality of life. That's a basketball reference for those of you that don't understand basketball. But I'll give you without the reference. You have a very limited time, ladies, for you to hold on the best man that you can get. You better do that before you hit 30. Better do it. Because in today's day and age, men aren't looking at you right now if you're over 30. And listen, it's not that men aren't looking for you when you reach over 30. It's just that the men that want you, you don't want. Because those are now going to be 50-year-old men, 55-year-old men who've already had life, who've already divorced. They're pretty much in their later part of life when you're trying to get your early part of life started. And it's not a problem with that, but usually a lot of women just don't want that guy. You want a guy that you can grow with, but you should have done that back in your 20s. But every woman have this impression right here.
Be better looking in 10 years' time?
I hope so, yes.
10 years, definitely.
Like
better and better every year.
Ah, boy.
No, I believe that as I age, it won't be as comparable to me in my youth.
No, because I remember what I looked like at 34.
Yeah.
You guys are delusional. I'm sorry.
But we're happy.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wait,
Do not look
I'm glad you said
happy.
that.
Go ahead,
I'm glad
Q.
you say that.
Go ahead, Q.
For everyone out there watching, this is a form of what's known as cognitive reappraisal. It's a psychological phenomenon that women typically engage in to where they don't want to accept the negative aspects of their realities, so they simply shape their mentality to make it more positive.
If you could put all of what you just said, Q, into a single word to express it, what would that word be?
Delusion.
It's facts.
And this is the delusion that every woman lives in. Every single woman thinks that she's the most beautiful woman in the world, that her beauty will never fade. She's going to get better looking as she gets older. Yet reality of looking at a 40-year-old woman and looking at her and going, oh, look at that old bitch. Every one of you young ladies do that. Oh, look at her. Why is she out here? Why is she out here still trying to pick up man? Look at her. Old wrinkle ass. You better get your ass home. That's what you all say. I've listened to many of you in my earlier days say the same shit about older women who were out there trying to pick up men. You all know you do it, and you think that you won't become that woman in the future. That's your freaking delusion kicking in. Every single young woman that I grew up with who used to curse older women in the club are now in their late 50s, early 60s. All of these women I used to hang out with, and I know what these girls used to say. What is she doing out here? What is she doing out here? Oh my God. She shouldn't be. She's too old. She should be home with her husband. Oh, she don't have a husband. She's still out here looking for man. I used to hear that all the time. But women don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. Listen, man, you guys might not like what I say, but I'm straightforward. This is what you need. I love how this guy said this.
Only getting more brutally honest with the way I speak, because sugarcoating shit for people is not serving them. The quicker you can be a loving mirror, and I do mean loving, the goal isn't to be an asshole, but the goal is to be clear, to allow for the crack of light, to allow for awareness to open up and go, listen, if this is how you want to show up, let me show you how this is going to play out for you. And in 10 years of doing this, it's easy for me to go, I've seen this a million times. I've seen how this plays out.
Man, he couldn't have said it any better. I wanted someone else to say it so it just don't come from my lips. But I hope you understand that is exactly what I'm doing. This brutal, honest, straightforward, in your face is the only way we're going to wake you up, ladies, to make you realize you're not doing shit right. And the reason why we can brutally tell you this is because we have seen it. We've been there. History just keeps repeating itself.
You've truly made money. It's better to spend it on a watch, a custom suit, or even a gym membership. Don't casually spend money on women without thinking. If you haven't reached a certain social status yet, spending money on heartless women is basically just paying for someone else's wife. If, when you're younger, you invest more energy and time into improving yourself and becoming exceptional, women will actually start investing in you. They'll spend money on you. Men with money don't lack women, and you need to understand that women who are attracted by money can also be drawn away by other money.
You heard that? The brother is shooting some facts. Any woman that is drawn to you by money can easily be taken away from you by more money. Remember that, gentlemen. So don't try to buy a woman. If a woman is up for sale, she can be bought by someone else.
Many people overlook a truth. As the master said, money is not meant to be spent on women, but to be shown to them. For example, if you have 10,000 yuan, you send 9,990 to a woman and keep only 10 yuan for yourself, eating bread and instant noodles, without even buying clothes for yourself. You might think you're a good man, but in reality, this is just self-deception. The other person will only think you're a good boyfriend, someone very easy to deceive. Spending money is a way to show her your spending power. Over time, naturally, women will start to pursue you. Now, if you ask her what to do if she uses money to test you, here's the thing. A girl who really wants to be with you won't use money as a test. The girl who does that doesn't sincerely want to be with you. She only wants something in return. If you worry about what others think of you, then you'll definitely be controlled by them. Remember, in our country, only the party and the people have the right to test you. So, guys, remember to spend your money wisely. Buy clothes for yourself, have a drink, find a music or dance teacher, learn to sing and dance, get a massage from a traditional Chinese medicine practitioner to relax, and seek a ritual to soothe your soul. Isn't spending money this way much more rewarding?
Listen, these Chinese guys freaking lay down the facts. Lay down the facts, gentlemen. Do what these guys are telling you. The message is the same. Everywhere around the world, the message is the same. Focus on yourself. Show her the money. Don't spend the money on her. What is showing her the money? Showing her that you actually taking care of you. When she see you looking good, when she see you looking fit, when she see you hanging out at all the nice places, when she see you relaxed and calm and not stressing, she'll know that you got money. You have nothing to stress about. Remember that. Women are the same everywhere you go, my friend. Female nature is the same. I want to show you a good woman when she appreciates a man. This is the perfect example of it right here.
I got you a present.
A present? Why?
I got you a present. Let me show you. It's upstairs.
I don't want to be filmed. What is this? Why did you get this?
Cause you need it back.
This is so expensive. Stop filming. Stop filming.
Why?
Stop filming.
Why?
Stop filming.
Why?
Why did you get this? I told you not to get this.
That's okay.
비싸잖아.
It's too late. Can't return it.
Oh my goodness. Thank you.
Mm.
Are you sure I could? Oh my goodness.
We should get a sponsor for this.
I just don't want you to spend like so much on stuff like this. I just feel really bad.
I feel bad too. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's a woman that's humble. She's appreciative. These are the type of women that you have to look for, gentlemen. Looks, I would say 4. 4, okay? Natural, no makeup. Mother. This is good material woman right here. These are the type of women you look for long-term happiness, my friend. Don't spoil them, though. Don't just be careful. Don't spoil them. She respects you. She respects the money in the house. She realizes she has a child. She now feels like, the money should go towards the child. But this is a woman that will appreciate you. She's not interested in being filmed. She's not interested in none of that stuff. It's just, hey, be careful of the money you're spending. You don't have to spend it on me. An ungrateful woman would do the exact opposite. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to cut it off there. Hopefully you learn a lesson here. The type of woman you should stay away from. When you should never spend money on a woman. And remember, spend the money on yourself. But more importantly, make sure you invest it. Make sure you invest the majority of it so that you will have a good life when you're older. So my friends, listen, book a session if you'd like to have a chat with me. Remember, come over to our membership system and join our community. There's a lot of awesome people over there, like-minded people that you can communicate with. And remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.